Hello, hi, it's me, it's Weasel. And I'm here and I'm back in the strains and you know all that. Okay. Um, let's see. I see I see Freddy Silver. Hi, hello. Freddy Silver says, who chews the chew? Who chugs the chugs? Is the person chugging the chew? And then Andrick emote. And Freddy Silver says, chewing the chug? Also, hi Chip, hello. Chip says, greetings, Wheeze. The end is never the end is never the end is never the end. Yep, well, you know, the train keeps on going. Scrappy, hi, hello. Scrappy says, I apologize for this. I need to let the autism out, but. And then Scrappy says, let's take a tour of the factory, find out what this pulp is about to be in a big machine. Up the belt, goodbye. Got to get it very wet because it's very dry. Wow. And Scrappy says, anyway, hi sweetheart, big, big smooch and a heart. Hope my dear is doing okay and hope this goes well. Column 3. Yeah, same's. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Anyways. Hello. Hello, thank you for watching. Hello, thank you for watching. Hello, thank you for watching. Yeah. Ah. 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 Weasel. Scrappy says, game? There's game. So apparently it just updated recently. I'm checking what the patch notes say about it. Um so the game was patched on Thursday actually. And it says that they fixed a bunch of progression things and they added a bunch of features. So I guess let's see how this goes. Let's see if any of these fixes concerns me. Because I sure as heck would like them to concern me. Hello, it's me. It's Lowen. Okay, first thing I'm gonna check is where's that quest that is broken? The one with the flowers. Is the one with the flowers like gone? Chip says pink boots. Yeah, I was wearing pink boots last time. Huh. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. The flower seeds. And now I can talk to Aya. Okay. They did fix it. That's cool. Any other changes? Oh, there's a few changes. The map moves differently now. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna see if this is something I can fix. Can I put my lights up now? Well, yeah, I still don't know how to put the lamp on the ceiling. Nope. Free services gasket high low and proceeds to trip on his tail. Oh, the you mean the Bagheera knockoff? Yeah. So I was like, what was I doing last time? I have a bunch of fruit on me. Chip says lamp, and then a butterfly emoji. Okay, what was all this fruit for? Oh, repair the broken mining cart in Miner's Roost and deliver apples and peaches to Louise's basket. Okay, so I need to go to Miner's Roost. Anything else I need to do in Miner's Roost? That's kind of far away. Well, no, it's a couple stops away, but okay, I'm probably gonna do this first because I have all that fruit that I need to get rid of. I'll explore these places in a bit. For now, that should do it. Free services, my fucking boy has been massacred. Scrappy says at Free Silver, if you dry shy blushy gasket and low in one day, I will give you anything you want like a genie. Is it me or the music is extra loud now? I'm gonna wear my sleigh boots for sleighing. Or maybe just my usual work boots for errands. Oh, do you need something? What kind of pie do you have? Oh, is it rhubarb? I love a slice. Okay, yeah, I can do that. You get to have the first pie I serve. Yay. I'm gonna do the game in general at 80%. For you services, my poor cat get overshadowed by his gay pirate brother. Chip says, yeah, lower the music volume a tiny bit. I did what I could. What is this? Potato. What do you mean potato? What am I potatoing with? What's the potato for? I don't know what the potato is for, so I'm just gonna drop a potato. Just here. Why can I put the potato at all these weird angles? Okay, so Miner's Roost. Chip says that's better. Scrappy says the way Lowen walks around and holding something is. Yeah, look at him. This music is kind of penisy. Chip says syrup? Question mark. Oh. Oh. Did my train run out of... Yep. It actually ran out of freaking coal. Right as we were arriving. I didn't do it. Okay, we're here. And now. So, yeah, hi, hello, it's me, I'm back. on a Monday after a very uneventful weekend. Question mark? Oh, this is the basket. Fruit basket is empty. Want some fruit. Okay. 3 apples. And 6 peaches. Okay. I get to keep the rest of them. What else did I have to do here? Why didn't I mark that as the track quest? Repair the mining cart and miner's roost. I'm gonna need my hammer for that, I think. Frigid Silver, thanks for the clip of Walk This Way. Where's the miner's cart? There's a lot of broken miner carts. He's gonna have to be specific about it. Is it this one? No. You won't tell me that the one I'm supposed to repair is the one closest to the blaze, right? Because that'd be very silly. Oh, what do you know? It is that one. You just have to hit it with hammer once. How hard was that? Hi there. I fixed the cart. Right on, you did good work with it. Now we need building materials for the tunnel. Some wood and stone, we should do it. Put them in the cart, okay? Okay. Also the fruit is here. Pira, the fruit is here. Man, you really came through with it. They look nice and ripe. Now we just need the building materials. 12 pieces of wood and 4 pieces of stone, remember? Well, yeah, of course they're ripened. They were in my pockets for several days. 12 wood! Jeez, she's draining me. Scrappy says, I got a new way to walk. And Scrappy says, sorry, the Sesame Street autism is hitting hard suddenly. Frigid Silver says, fix it Felix type of tune. Scrappy says, Virgin Treble hitting a guitar over 14 times per second versus Chad Lowen hitting a minecart once. Man, I really hope, I really hope, Satsuki doesn't hear this. I love, Six Legends. It doesn't need that, that type of slander. I like how their peaches look like apples, but like desaturated. Fraser, thanks for the clip of Pina. Scrappy says, nah, not true. Trebles, I was our king, just poking fun at him. Scrappy says, Hail 6, I promise I'm not slandering it. Oh god, don't damn me. I'm not damning you. You deal with your own damnation. Okay, need 12 wood. What's the wood I have the most of? Wait, I can use any kind of wood, right? Can I be wood agnostic? I mean, I'm religion agnostic, but also wood agnostic. Wow, okay. Also, it's easier to carry consistent stacks of materials. There you go. For your services, don't worry, I'm not gonna clip that. Also, hey Strybeck, hello! Strybeck says, Mart in my fort. Pretty please. What? What? Strybeck, what? Wooden rocks have been delivered. Good, good. And you got the fruits for the packed lunches as well. Looks like we're all good to go then. I'll round up the team and we'll get started. Oh boy, there we go. I've been itching for another big job, and I bet Felix will be real happy about this too. Felix? Why would he be happy about an old tunnel? Well, I mean, you're doing this for him, aren't you? What? No, absolutely not. I'm not doing this for Heartspeak. No, I'm doing this for Heartspeak. Like, all of Heartspeak, not just for him. That'd be ridiculous. Let's just get this thing going. Phew. It took some work, but I think it turned out alright. Hey, Lowen, about what Tintin said earlier about Felix. Maybe he's right. Maybe I am doing this for him. Or, well, for me, I suppose. You can't tell him this, but I guess I miss him. Speaking of Felix, I think he wanted to speak to you. He's probably still in Rainfall's watch. But before you go, I wanted to thank you. Here. Anyway, cool. Thanks for the help. See you around. Bye. What did I get? Ooh. Clothing. Okay, I'm gonna get to my... Where are you guys going? Tonya wants to go to Hammerweld Station and Nugale. I think those are not... Yeah, those are kind of around, so that sounds doable. I was gonna go there to deliver things anyways. I'm gonna do a short round of just labor. Also, hi Tonya. Do you need any help? Actually, yeah. I'm on the hunt for a gem, but not just any gem. It has to be the prettiest one. But see, it's a surprise. I couldn't very well look for any with her around. So I've hauled some rocks out here, but now my back is hurting. I'll break the rocks for you. Oh, I'm so glad you offered. I'd throw my back out completely if I tried it myself. Is it here? Wait, where is that happening? Where is that happening? Oh, pickaxe point. Okay, well, I'm gonna go there, so let's just take the scenic route, I guess. Strybeck says something I learned from Fort Fusion Husky. Okay. Frigid Silver, thanks for the clip of Strybeck. Also, Scrappy got the jelly bean. Scrappy says if the redeem doesn't glitch out, have been. Okay. Alright, let's bean. I'm gonna open the box. I'm gonna pull out a bean, and the bean is... It's yellow, pale yellow. I'm gonna guess. Wait, pale yellow. Okay, let's see. Piña colada. Okay. Cool. You know which one has not come up yet? Buttered popcorn. I'm curious and scared about that one. Scrappy says, last time I tried doing it, it said something weird like you reached the number or something like weird like that. Can't remember what it was anymore. Maybe it was intentional though to prevent the same person from redeeming a bean every time, which would make sense. I think I have it set so that every person can only redeem a bean once per stream. Not more than once. I'm not sure. I think that's how it's set up. Are we set? Okay. Free services, get that woman some Tylenol. And free services, popcorn. Scrappy says, I think it was 2 times. I did it once, then twice, tried a third, and noped me. That's totally fine. It's more just that way. Okay, 7 calls. Also, sorry I'm being unprofessional by not wearing my uniform. I don't care. Bye. Strybek says a limit makes sense to keep people from monopolizing the beans. Which is perfect for a cup of cocoa. Okay, is it? Because where I am, I'm roasting. I don't have my weather widget, but it's really hot. Oh no, I'm giving you the thing. Oh boy, Strybek sent bean squish emote, beans emote, and then said bean monopoly, and then beans, like a waving beans emote, and another beans emote. Free services, roasty toasty. Oh, you're leaving? Sorry. I guess I'll have this myself. Okay, where am I? Hammer weld. Okay, I think I have a package for here. Yep. Oh, they changed the interface for the token machine. Look at that. Interesting. Adjust the amounts. That's fun. I like that. But they have 51 green tokens. Did I have anything else to do here? Okay, there's some rocks that are very tempting to mine, so I think I'm just gonna mine them for the sake of stockpiling materials. Material. Oh, yeah, and I have a package. Ruggiero, hi, hello. Ruggiero says hello. Hi. Scrappy says hiya, and a waving Rick. Fraser says material goal. To me, that's forever gonna be a Five Nights at Freddy's security breach meme. You know what? I love being part of the fandom for a game or franchise that I do not play. It's such a Rick thing to do, honestly. TBH, TBH, NGL, and other Zoomer nonsense. probably get my shovel too. And my axe. No, wait, if I get both of them... No, okay, I'm gonna go and store materials first. And then... stack them to the heavens? Oh man, this really is stacking to the heavens. You know what I should do? If a stack gets literally... like, it really gets, like, to the top. I think my policy should be to spend it, to use it up with something. Oh, look at that trash. Free services, but Vanessa. Scrappy says that song is kinda there's these parts where she sounds like a little dog yipping, and it's greater than 8 bunch of opening parentheses phase that I can't read. Scrappy says, I would almost say I'm part of fandoms I don't really be in, but IDK it's complicated. Scrappy says, I would be in a Siren server if I wasn't shy / wasn't afraid of them being big time gatekeepers, lol. Fraser says, stares at my dearly beloved captain and then back at you. What does that mean? What I'm talking about is things like, for example, I'm gonna dial my own number here, or whatever you want to call it. I've been into Five Nights at Freddy's from the very beginning. Like the very beginnings of, if this can be called a fandom. And this is due to the fact that when the first game originally came out, there was nothing. There was no merch. There was no promoting it. It was a game that just kind of went viral, quote unquote. It was in 2014. It was, it was a little bit of like streamer bait, but also, I don't know how to describe it. There were people who were like really into the, we're gonna stream this game. And then there were other people who were more on the aspect of, I'm gonna, analyzing the lore. And then some of the fans, like me, we got really weird. And we were just like, let's study the lore. Let's study the characters. Let's give them headcanon voices. Let's draw fan art of them being, like, doing silly things. And that was in the Wild West land of 4chan. I feel like that should explain a lot about me, but I was in 4chan for the longest time. It's where I was forged to become a man. And yeah. And that's where the fandom originally started. Basically, some people there were artists and they drew like fan art. And then somebody decided to sell like their fan art on a shirt. So I bought myself a Freddy, like a bloody Freddy shirt made by a fan in the year 2014 or 2015. I'm trying to remember. Scrappy says, wow, can't type today again. Chip says, gay fruit bad. Emphasis on fruit. Scrappy says, I was a Five Nights at Freddy's hater mostly during the cringe culture era, but I've grown to love it very fondly now, in a heart. I'm sure that's pretty much because of me, but yeah. The thing is that I've never actually played the games. I'm just gonna take my pickaxe with me, and then if I need other tools, I'll just get those. Oh, right, delivery. Where am I? Pickaxe point. Did I have a delivery here? Yes. But yeah, I've never played the games. I'm just really into the I'm really into the world building. But I'd like to think I'm actually in a different layer of world building myself. Because back then everything was just theorizing, being like, what does it mean? What's going on here? What is the joy of creation? Boy, those were the days. And personally, me and a few others. Hello, what are these fellas? Bugs. Me and other fellas went into a whole another layer of the fandom, and that was the we never really gave ourselves names, but we were the character believers. We were not like, okay, we don't give a crap about the lore or whatever. We want to, like, imagine what are the personalities of the animatronics. I mean, beyond the people who are like, okay, who were the kids that, like, you know, possessed these robots? No, we were just like, okay, imagine that there's no kids and that these characters just simply have personalities of their own. What would they be like? What if the animatronics were like co-workers in the pizzeria? How would their whole like shtick be? And everybody was always just like, well, Freddy is the boss, and he's kind of an asshole. Chica is the girl, TM. Can I dig? I don't think I can dig this. I can't dig it. I'm sorry. Foxy was just the Yarhar pirate. Bonnie, I think Bonnie was like almost always headcanon as like tremendously gay and like based. But yeah, I don't know. He was always the flamboyant one. That was a very fun headcanon. Oh, let me read a little bit more. Free services at Chip, insert that one image of Vincent. Free services, the best thing ever, TBH, headcanons. Scrappy says, I wish I had a cool backstory like that, damn. Free services, creating your own little versions of your favorites. Yeah. Scrappy says, I'm just glad I found this place and I'm assimilating more with you guys, lol. Chip says, FNAF fandom exploded, in particular on Tumblr. Yeah, so it was always that weird balance of Tumblr and 4chan in their like eternal dance of hatred, as we like to call it. It was just a back and forth of like who could form the most obscure fandom. I can definitely tell you though, the Five Nights at Freddy's, the fandom originated in that was 4chan. I can assure you. Materials. Scrappy says, yes, it is because of you, and you should be proud that you got me to appreciate it. Chip says, flamboyantly gay Bonnie, nothing has changed. Yeah. Regina says, flamboni. Oh, is this a new kind of wood? Where am I gonna put this wood? What you gonna do with all that poop? Hold on. You did not hear that sneeze. Walnut. Where's Wendell? Okay, sorry, I'm just like gathering materials here because I feel like I'm gonna need them later. Alright, next stop is New Gale Station. And I might actually return to the lower map for a little bit just to deliver a few side quests. Freezer says bless you. Chip says Glamrock Bunny is a British cigarette. Oh yeah, I mean I don't disagree. What I was going with this is that I've never played the Five Nights at Freddy's games because I cannot handle that kind of stuff. As you have seen in the past, I don't do well with jump scares and stuff of that sort. It's really hard for me to stomach that sort of content. So, heck, I never even watched gameplay. I watched gameplay. Okay, you know what I like to watch? People uploading videos of them playing the games. But like the ones that said no like perfect run, no losses, just no jump scares. Like the people that never lose and never get jump scared. So that I could experience the game itself, but without, the stress. And that's how I kept up to date with I think I was able to keep up to date with things up until 3. It was after 3 that I was like, okay, I have no idea what's going on in this game anymore. I completely lost the plot. This right, hi, hello, Yarvin. Scrappy says, I'm weird with horror. Jump scares can be surprising, end quote, but they feel cliches. Same with the rest of most common horror, tbh. The things that scare me are much more uncanny, liminal, and childhood-based stuff. Freddy, thanks for the clip of here sneeze with bad ears. Did you clip my sneeze? Don't put that. What's that thing that Vinny said? Don't put that sneeze on the internet. Scrappy says, I always found it odd that my fears come from things that are made to be safe and friendly. That's just called what everybody is doing these days. Like, for real. The idea of horror to a lot of people lately has been just, let's take childhood thing and twist it into creepy thing. Which, it's cheap, but it often works. And it's very much the sort of morbid thing that teenagers, especially teenagers, are really into. Because they're like, I'm not a baby anymore, I'm a grown-up. And all these baby things, what if they were scary? It's that sort of logic. Personally, I like it when it's aesthetic overall. During the pandemic, I got really into every copy of Super Mario 64 is personalized. And that was because some of the things that were coming out of that were extremely stylish. They were very what's the word? I think I need to go to Bear Empire. I'm gonna go directly to Bear Empire. Oh, this is gonna take a bit of time, but that's fine. Chip says, to be fair, I don't think anyone has any idea what's been happening in the series since 3. Fair. Scrappy says, at Fred Silver, why? Fred Silver says, funny. Scrappy says, I guess, but it has to be very specific. I don't like a lot of the generic and cheesy analog horror, in quotes. I loved analog horror when it was like a new thing, and then everybody started doing it, and then I started doing it because funny. I like how it looks aesthetically. It's fun. The problem is people who don't know how to do it right. I don't like it that one bad apple spoils the rest. It's a fun idea. I don't think we should write it off just because people can't do it right and overuse it. Distress says, you know, when I first met you, I thought you were really edgy, but in the past year my view of you has slowly inverted. Has it really? That's interesting. A lot of people still think I'm very edgy, mostly because I'm like really into some out there stuff. And this is something that I really want to like make sure that people have clear. I don't like things because of shock value. I like them because I like them. I really hope that people don't think that I like things merely because, oh, liking this is gonna make me like look really freaky. No. If I like something, if I mention liking something, you can be sure I like it because I like it. And that's pretty much it. That's the whole reason. Scrappy says, it's usually like when something is intended to be scary. I think that's dumb usually. Scrappy says, I don't like that stuff either. Like, what if we made X evil? I do prefer the aesthetic and general vibe. The stuff that creeps me out the most is usually just unmodified, like primitive preschool toys. Something is creepy as hell about old toys for babies, especially like 1970s or 1980s era stuff. They have such primitive technology in them. Scrappy says, sorry for all the yapping, by the way. Not sure where all the talkative energy is coming from. It's called conversation, says Rick. Fred Service says, one favorite of the mascot horror genre, except Finals of Freddy, are finding Frankie for the gameplay. Scrappy says, I like how analog horror looks when they don't use cheap and inaccurate filters, especially as someone who's best friends with a VHS collector. And that's somewhere, that's a point where I actually want to like also go on the opposite end of that. I also don't like it. I don't know. Calling somebody out for being actually, that's not accurate. Like, my belief is that if you manage to create the right atmosphere that works for most people, being pedantic with things not being accurate is not gonna get you anywhere. Legit. So that's where I stand on that sort of thing. Scrappy says, at this trial, I've been feeling somewhat similarly. I don't think I ever thought he was edgy though, but I've learned so much about him over the years. Chip says, you just are freaky by nature. See, yeah, that's kind of the thing. I am all kinds of weird because I like weird things. I'm driven to things which are like, um, all kinds of evil. I found more paint. Let me see, let me see. Yes, this will really make some of the stuff around here pop. I'll put whatever leftovers we'll get on your shelf, alright? Keep them coming. I still don't know how one single paint bucket is good enough for the town and then there's leftovers. Free Silver is a chip, boot kisser emote. Distro says Freaky is good. Well, I mean, I have my brand of Freaky and I know that not everything that I like, I'm into vibes with you, especially. I've had to like contain myself because I know there's a lot of things that I'm into that like really freak you out. So sorry about that. Scrappy says that's a fair point. I don't usually like to be pedantic either, but it's hard to help sometimes. Trust me when I say I'm not going around saying your video sucks because you use a shitty VHS filter, VHS effect. Trust me. I understand that completely because I'm also that way. Sometimes knowing too much about something can be a curse. It detracts from your enjoyment of certain things because you know too much about how the thing is supposed to work. I've had that happen to me for a bunch of things that I'm well aware of. Particularly a lot of language things. A lot of language things are like, okay, pet peeve. People who find like in some media thing, they're like, oh, look at all these symbols. It's a language. Ooh. Like in Zelda, I think in Zelda they do that. Where they have like symbols that correspond directly to English letters. And they're like, I wonder what this language is. And I'm like, that's not a language. That's just a cipher. If you're directly replacing English letters with symbols, but still writing words in English, that's just a cipher. A language is when you actually have a whole set of things that have nothing to do with English. But anyways, I get that. I understand. Chip says sometimes general vibes are more important than pinpoint accuracy. Free says Freaky by Nature parody. Oh, you wrote Freaky by Nature in quotes. Freezer says they used a duplicate glitch. Scrappy says I like things either because I like them or because someone else likes them and I impulsively assimilate, habit which I have no idea if I'll fix at this rate. Scrappy says, I think I'll say this. I highly appreciate accuracy when I see it. If I see something intended to be historical and there's niche tiny details that are actually period accurate or feel real, it gets me very excited and it's particularly euphoric. Shrek says, sometimes it makes writing or art hard too. I have to remind myself that most people won't care if details aren't accurate. Shrek says, or Japanese kana in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I personally like to put effort on the things I make. I'm never like, nah, they won't notice. It's I still care. And that's why I don't make many things anymore, because I have no time and no like level of attention to be making things with those sorts of standards anymore. I planted more flowers. Wonderful! Vampire will be in full bloom in no time. You're working so hard, here's a little something for you. Our town will be sprouting with colors again. Oh, cool. Thanks for that. Planted more flowers. Oh, I must stop by the fields as soon as they're in bloom. Please have this. I thank you from your mayor. The air already feels a little cleaner. Thank you. Are you gonna give me different rewards for the flowers? Marvelous. I think that is all we need for now, actually. Here you are, just to show how much I appreciate your work. Bear Empire will be buzzing with bumbles again in no time, thanks to you, Lowen. Purple. I wish I could make everything purple. How do I get to heart speak? Oh wait, I know how to get to heart speak. Also, thanks for the wallpaper. Oh, actually, I'm getting embarrassed by wallpaper. Cool. That's a lot of wallpaper. I think I'm good. Oh my gosh, more wallpapers. Thanks. Oh no. Wallpaper. The wallpaper. Okay, now it's done. Ruggiero says perp. Free services. It's enough slices. Oh, yeah, it was pretty much that vibe. Shrek says like the flame high Morse code in Ignis. Okay. Why do you call it that? I tried to make a compelling villain, and you go, comparing him to burn to the ground, man. I don't blame you, but also, damn. My cool villain reduced to a meme. There's a bunch of spots for digging here. Oh, are these actually like planting spots for flowers? Because I have flowers. I would have to go for a shovel though. Freezer, thanks for the clip of it's enough wallpapers. Can I take this shovel and use it over here? Starbucks says, oh no, I can't. Damn it. Starbucks says, because when you were reciting it, I was reminded of burn to the ground. Well, I mean, yeah, it was Morse, so you kind of needed like a dot and a dash. And I thought that it like kind of an EDM sort of thing of just like burn it down. Would read as both music and a message. Yeah. All right, let's get out of here. I know I have a bunch of flowers, but who cares? Okay, next is way rest scraps just to deliver the train things, and then I'm out of here. Freezer says justice returned after you called Gasket the Bagheera clone. But it is! It literally looks like that. That's what you designed. You didn't design him. You just took one of the panthers from Tailspin and gave it a name. That's all you did. Freezer, thanks for the clip of For Real burned him to the ground. Anyways, I don't even remember where I was going with this. It had something to do with being in fandoms that you don't really interact with the original material with. Five Nights at Freddy's is one of them for me. Another one for me would be... Actually, there's a bunch of things. I'm gonna call one of them League of Legends. Because I don't play the game. I've never played it. I don't intend on playing it. But boy, do I love some of their characters. Like, I love them so much. Some of them being Twitch, the Plague Rat. Ziggs? Holy crap, I love Ziggs. Little explodey fella. I mean, I played Hextech Mayhem, so I'm not entirely a poser. I played a game featuring Ziggs, so there's that. And I actually, recently I bought another game. I bought, what did I buy? I was gonna say recently, but it was back in 2024. I bought Bandle Tale, a League of Legends story, which is a little, like, life sim? Like a League of Legends life sim thing. Okay, it's an RPG. It's an RPG life sim thing. I kind of wanted to play that. I was thinking about streaming it, but I'm still on the fence with that. I'm curious about it. I haven't decided if I want to stream it. Chip says Elden Ring. Yep, that's another one. Cause yeah, that's another one. I have never played Elden Ring. I don't intend to play it, but I am enamored with Blythe, and I did a bunch of research about him and the role he plays in his game, in order to quote unquote like him better. Because, yeah, I can take a character that I like the way they look and just take them out of the context if I don't feel like, really? Trash? I can take him out of context if I don't care. But I want to understand him better. It's like when you, are dating somebody and you want to be interested and you want to get to know them better. So you try to, like, okay, tell me about you, and you try to get into their interests. It was kind of like that. The best resource I found for learning about Blythe and without having to play Elden Ring was watching a video on YouTube called what is it called? It's like a huge thing. Oh, it's called an Elden Ring movie, Age of the Stars. It's an hour-long video that gives you essentially a it gives you a crash course on the Elden Ring plot, and then the role that Blythe plays in it, which is absolutely perfect. Like, I could have not asked for anything better for somebody that does not care about the rest of the game, but still wants to know the context around the character. I wish there were more things like that for other characters I care about. For Twitch from League of Legends, that's a whole other story, because he kinda doesn't have a story. Because you know how many freaking champions there's in League of Legends? How many are there? It says that as of January 2025, there's 170 characters, many of which really don't have any defined story at all. Twitch being one of the ones that, like, has probably the least. They get, like, every now and then they get, like, little stories, little snippets. It's all extremely vague, and they just keep retconning stuff over and over again. Twitch is very much a character that, you know what? Yeah, take him out of context. It doesn't matter. It's impossible to keep up with that. Scrappy says, I do not touch League of Legends, but Twitch, heart. Yeah, you get it. Scrappy says, Rick, that's me. That's me trying to get into your interests. Yeah, I mean, it means a lot, but not everybody has to do it. It's my thing. I found another model. Hey, not bad. Let's take a look-see. Yeah, this is a nice one. Not yet in my collection. Good job. I'll make sure to pick out a nice wagon for your shelf. There's this one. A real fine one you found this time. I'll prep a wagon for you. It'll be on your shelf. Do I want to test these? I kinda don't have space for them anymore. I'm just gonna look at them on the shelf. Scrappy says, I think I just still haven't found a way to cope with my FOMO yet, TBH. Scrappy says, everyone's talking about the hot new game and I'm like, colon, bunch of opening parentheses, sad face. No, I understand that. I understand. Practical passenger toy wagon. I think I can actually use this. Standard passenger, fancy small wagon, standard small wagon. I really wish the train could be longer. I would sacrifice, you know, having to run all the way to get the coal to be able to have more space to play with. Chip says, wait, is McGruff a goat? Yes, it's very on the nose. He's not my dad. Even if we have the same hair and the same horns. No, we're different from each other. See? So don't go comparing us. Okay, let me check my quests again. This is up there. That's up there. Up there. Up there. Running. I'm still looking for paint. And Northern View. Okay, okay. We can get out of here now. First stop is gonna be... I think I'm supposed to go... What if we go and check out something new? Okay, should I just go to North End? Oh boy, this is gonna be a long one. Better refuel. Chip says no, but he might be your granddad. Is he? Fred Silver says, I'm not your daddy, I'm your grandpa. Okay, I'm gonna get some coal for the long trip. I'm gonna need like 8 pieces. And then I'm just gonna replenish it actively. Oh, sorry. Wrong buttons. Let me keep an eye out on this gauge. Kraken, hi, hello. Kraken says, hello, somebody called for a dad. Oh yeah, you are the dad. Hi, hello. Scrappy says, last thing I'll yap about for now is I'm so glad we got to understand each other better. When we started out our relationship in January, I was like, what the fuck is gonna happen? And we had a lot of awkward moments, but I think things have been straightening out a lot more. Scrappy says, and I really do feel a connection with you. Yeah. Ryu says, could be a distant uncle. Shark says, do you think his brother is fatter than him? Why are we asking that? Chief says, great uncle, perhaps. Also, there was a bot. Get rid of the bot. Freed Silver, thanks for the clip of Grampy Gruff. Freed Silver says, at the bot, leave. And Freed Silver says, thank you. Anyways. Where am I? Oh man, I'm not even out of the border yet. I'm gonna need more coal. Here, you can have this piece. But yeah. I'm thinking other characters I'm into, but I'm not really into their series. That's how I started with... I'm gonna say that's how I started with Crash Bandicoot and all the characters in it. Eventually I was able to actually play the games, and I stopped being a fake fan. So I don't think that series counts anymore, because I've actually played... I played the new games, but I think that's good enough. Another fake fan I am is... okay, this one is a funny one. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've never watched any of the shows. Any of them. Never watched any of the shows. I don't care about them enough to ever watch them. I don't have nostalgia for it, because even though I grew up around it, again, I never watched it. And yeah. But despite all that, I own at least a couple of costumes of characters from that. Years ago, I bought a Rocksteady like costume. You know, the cheap costumes that you get from like Party City or like Spirit Halloween. I got one of Rocksteady from the like realistic movie from several years back. Hey, years back. And I think I wore that thing once and then never again. Recently, I put together a costume, just like clothes, like just more like an outfit inspired by Bebop. And I've worn it to a couple of cons, and I just kind of like really like it. And people did recognize me at the cons I went to dressed like that. It's really funny because people are like, may get this idea of like, oh, he's a fan, he's dressing up like character, and in my mind it's just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just dressing up like cool character. I'm like aesthetically into. That's about it. Man, this is a long train trip. Let's see. Stravik says he's a goat named Gruff. You know the story, right? Yes and no. I've heard about it. And I think I know the story in Spanish, which obviously the goats are not named Gruff. So yes and no. Chip says I like the idea of Great Uncle McGruff. Free Services, the proper term is Grunkle, as stated by Gravity Falls. Scrappy says, and now you can't play Crash without getting flustered, I bet. Greater than W, less than squinty face. I mean, there's a clip floating around there of the first time I saw Tiny Tiger in a game. And it was an experience. It was definitely an experience. I'm gonna need like a couple more pieces. But Rick, why are you not filling up the coal with the stuff you have in storage? Well, because then I can just use these pieces immediately, and I can leave the storage for later, when I'm not doing like a one long trip. Stravik says the first two goats tell the troll their older brother is fatter and they're a better meal, and then the last one is so fat he knocks the troll off the bridge. Yep, I know the story. I read it in Spanish. Back when I was a kid. Shrek says my knowledge of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles begins and ends with watching people stream Shredder's Revenge. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's coming back. It's nostalgic for a lot of people. It represents the 80s, whatever. I have no interest in the franchise whatsoever. Just in these two characters. Oh, and recently I did another stupid TMNT thing, which was I bought a figure, like a posable figure, from an obscure spin-off, an obscure comic-based spin-off of the series, of this weird character that you might be able to look up, called Crying Hound. I think that's how it's spelled, like, let's see, CRYIN, yeah, HOUN. Who is this, like, weird, like, bug dog? It's like a cartoon dog guy with 4 arms who is a wrestler. Somebody in a server like showed that they had bought a figure of him, and I kind of fell in love with the concept of the character. So I just said I gotta have that. I don't know who this guy is. I just like the way he looks, which honestly describes a lot of my crushes on characters. There's so much I don't know who you are, I like the way you look, which I'm gonna assume is how crushes work for allosexual people. And explaining here, allosexual means attracted to other people, which is, I mean, something that is really not on the cards for me, as I only really developed that sort of aesthetic attraction towards fictional characters and not, actual people. I like actual real people for their personality and whatever they bring to the table with me. But like in looks, and me going hubba hubba and doing the wolf whistle, that's characters. That's specific looking characters. Yeah. That's my whole thing, as you know. Scrappy says, I've got to get into Rocksteady and Bebop. TMNT isn't my thing either. Not an 80s Saturday show fan. But boy, they're... Free Services, the original Crank shares a VA with Wildcat. That's sort of nonsense knowledge that I wouldn't know about. Chip says, you like Fat Pig Man. Oh, yeah, that actually reminds me of another one I'm gonna mention. Frigid Silver says, that one scene in the Bayver TMNT between Bebop and Rocksteady did something to me. Oh yeah, no, he did something weird, yeah. Michael Bay knew what he was doing. Strybeck says, a Chip, Fat Pig Man, plural. Yeah, true. Also, hi Bobo, hello. Bobo says, we sure are furnacing. I wonder how far we are along. I haven't joined the earlier streams. I have no idea either. This is a very vague game in scope, where it feels like it's gonna go on forever and end at any moment now. I think I'm way past the midpoint, because the map only really has these 3 areas. I thought the clouds were gonna part to show more later, but I don't think that's the case. I think the game is literally just this zone, and then this zone, and then it's probably gonna be something here. So I think I'm way past the halfway point. Chip says they were very gay in the film. When are they not gay? Bebop and Rocksteady. Scrappy says, "Oh gosh, I'm curious about said clip." Freezer says, "Please, someone send that video." Of like Tiny. Is that what you need? I have that. Kraken says, like TMNT since I was a young'un. Well, because you're old, and you're one of them 80s kids or whatever. I'm not that. I'm not an 80s kid. I'm not a 90s kid. I'm a 2000s kid. I was born in 94, but I'm a 1000s kid because I cannot remember anything of my first 6 years of life beyond a few details. But like my most important, my formative years were 2000 onwards. Scrappy says, at Freezer, you and me both, but different reasons why we wanna see it. Greater than a blushy face to the right face thing. Scrappy says, the hound bug heart. He fucks with my mind. But what says aesthetic boys? Scrappy says, I have zero attraction to people, as you all know. I mean, Rick, you're cute, but even then. Chip says, wouldn't that be TMHT for you? Oh, yeah. Yeah, wait, Kraken, okay, we are actually interested. Did you live through the era where they were censoring ninja stuff in the UK? Oh, new place. What is that little note? I don't know, it's not popping up. A delivery. So we're in North End. Cool place. There's a key here. Go pee. Let me go put this. Let me go pee. I mean, let me go put. Go pee, girl. Nah, I don't need to go yet. Kraken says, yep, hero turtles. Yeah, so there you go. That was a thing that actually happened. Trash. Oh, there's a bunch of resources here. Oh, this is this is a pretty park. I like this place. Oh man, look at this. It has a view. Sit. Oh, I can't sit here. That's... Huh. Oh. It has a view. Actually, where's that in the map? Oh, it must be this lake. Well, I'm just gonna... If I'm already here, I'm gonna cut some wood. Free Silver says, go peace, girl. Why is the locked treasure chest already open? I'm just gonna open it, whatever. Now it's open. Clothing. Let me guess, more old people clothing that I have no use for. What? Gopi's delivery box. It's Gopi's wood storage. He'd want any collected wood to be placed here. Oh, new person. Who this? Welcome to Bread and Butter. How may I... Why, there's a face I haven't seen before. I'm Lowen. Lowen, huh? My name's Gopi. A pleasure to meet you. What can I do for you? What's cooking? I'm in the middle of making some bread, but I just noticed I don't have much firewood left. I don't mean to put you out, but you'd really help me out if you could bring me some. Well, I just got some wood, but this one's mine. I'm gonna bring you some more common wood. And I gotta get my pickaxe, because there's a bunch of tasty rocks here. Stravik says, go pee is ham chat for restroom. Oh, yeah. No, actually, earlier, I was like, man, I need to stream Hamtaro, Hams Unite. It's one of my absolute favorite games of all time. like no contest, and I really need to show you that game. The thing is that I did I did talk about this earlier. I think I mentioned this also on my last stream of last year, the VR chat one, that I was trying to figure out how to bring back um, Tuesdays and Thursdays for, oh, I forgot the pick, for older games, because I like having retro games on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's kind of been a tradition since the very beginning of the stream, and I actually wanted to consult this with you people. I need your opinion on this. Since the very beginning of the stream, like really, like week one, I stuck to having older games, what I consider the retro category, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, calling them Throwback Tuesdays, Throwback Thursdays. That was kind of the theme. Why am I taking the X? Back when I started, when I used to stream, do you know that at some point I used to stream 6 days a week? It's true. Back when I started, it was like this. Mondays and Wednesdays were like modern games. It was games such as, Switch games, Wii U games. What I considered modern, like recently released. And then for Tuesdays and Thursdays, that was the Throwback Tuesdays and Throwback Thursdays, which was when I used to play older games, as in Wii and back, like Wii, GameCube, N64, and the DS, I think, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, all that stuff. So now that we've settled into this very comfortable schedule of Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I feel like changing it would definitely be a problem for everybody who's already used to tuning in during these days. And I understand that completely. And I don't want to have to change that now that we've settled, so to speak. So, I don't know. I feel like I originally had the plan of, okay, what if I just changed my schedule? Oh, we reached the top of the pile. I originally had the idea of, okay, what if I just changed my schedule and I switch this whenever I do that. I switch the stream to Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. But I did hear that was probably not the ideal thing. So okay, so changing the days is out of the question. That means we stay with Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then that's when I'm like, okay, so does that mean it's just impossible for me? Can I just not stream any retro games anymore? And I know I'm making this a whole thing, but I guess the easiest way to do that is just to stream the games regardless on Mondays and Fridays? I mean, we would pretty much, I guess, getting rid of a tradition. Like, but I think maybe the stream has, like, evolved past that. I'm not sure. Come on, people, I need reassurance here. Just validate that. I need to know that this is, like, okay, this is... Or people are just gonna be like, Rick, that it's just an arbitrary thing. You can do it. Nobody's gonna die. Nobody's gonna, like, hold you back. Nobody's gonna, like, hold that on you, or whatever you want to call it. Because I am sitting on a gigantic backlog of old games that I've been kind of stuck not streaming and not playing because I don't know where to fit them. And I would say another, like, an alternate solution was like, okay, let's just leave Mondays and Wednesdays as they are, and instead let's stream the older games on Fridays, which tend to be the variety days. But then we run into the problem of, oh, so are these games, the older games that are a little bit longer in scope, the ones that are not just like a funny 4-6 hour game, but actually are like long things that can span like 8-10 streams, that would take months to go through, and that would leave the Fridays out of commission. So yeah, doing it just on Fridays, not an option. Okay, let me read a little bit here. But yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Stryback. Kraken says only the 87 series, the later reboot series, kept Ninja. Well, yeah, there's a lot of things that changed after that. Frigid Silver, thanks for the clip of Go Pee Girl. Wow. Chip says he wants some wood for his buns. Wow. Hi, Go Pee. Scrappy says Hamtaro. Chip says Ham Hams United and a heart. It's Ham Hams Unite! Exclamation point. Chip says this was back when you weren't as busy. Yeah, true, that's the thing. What changed here on the stream, and my thing where I started just cutting back hours from streaming, was because my job turned full-time. I used to just work part-time, and I had so much free time. Now it's just me getting up at 6 a.m. to go to work at 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. and then being home at 4, having a little bit of time before eating at 5, and then having a little bit more time before streaming, and then immediately going to bed after streaming. So my free time has been greatly reduced, which made just streaming kind of exhausting. So yeah, things have changed for sure. Chip says, and also during COVID. Well, yeah, during COVID, that was a whole. I had so much time that I just said, yeah, sure. Mornings are just for me to do anything, and afternoons are for streaming. Here's the thing, I would absolutely return to streaming 5 days a week if I were to be able to work from home. But I can't have that, so I'm not doing that. Also, I am almost certain that it would be more exhausting for people watching to have to keep up with 5 days a week. People are busy. They can't be just, tuning every day and then missing out on things. I know that 3 days a week is manageable for everybody. So that's why we stick to that. For YouTuber, thanks for the clip of Hamtoro's great return. Chip says, I think you have a bold past having to restrict yourself to playing certain games on certain weekdays. Chip says you abandoned the 1 hour per game thing a long time ago. Yeah, honestly, yeah, that's also a relic from the original run of streams. When I used to stream more than one game a day. I used to be like, okay, let's switch it up. I played a little of one game, then I switched to another game. That became completely unfeasible now, because now it's just like, okay, I have just enough time to make progress in this one game. I don't know how I did it. Every time I look back at those streams, it all looks so foreign. I'm like, how did I ever do all this? I really don't know. Scrappy says, yeah, like it's fun to have schedules, but you always have to remember that you have your own liberties. You don't have to make promises. Be flexible and realize it's okay. We talked about that before. I know, I get it. Um, there's one question that remains, and I still want everybody's opinion on this, and that's how do we decide? How do we decide when we want to do an older game versus a newer game? Should I alternate, like new game, old game, new game, old game, or I would normally go like with whatever feels right, but I'm not like it's complicated. Um, Also, Kraken got the bean. Kraken says bean. Yeah, bean. Okay, I'm gonna bean now. The bean is it's um it's orange in color. I'm gonna guess this is orange or tangerine. That's I think that's tangerine. Yeah, tangerine. Yep, that's tangerine. And the last few flavors are still missing. I wonder when they're going to pop up. Thank you. Ryu says based on the weeks of the month. True. That's possible, but I'm not sure what that means. Stravik says maybe follow your gut instinct. Yeah. I wish it could be as easy as just play whatever you want to play. Cause I don't know. I mean, that's how I ended up picking Locomoto. There was a game. I saw the demo. I played the demo. I liked the demo, so I bought the game when it came out, and then I streamed it as soon as I could, and now I'm playing it, and I'm enjoying it quite a bit. There's so many more games that I want to play with like low stress, low effort. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where they would fit. Chip says perhaps begin by opening your options up to the retro games and see what catches your attention. Yeah. I really need to make a big list of games. I mean, I already kind of have a list of. I have a backlog of games that I'm supposed to stream at some point. Many of them, like, I already checked, like, okay, how long does it take to beat? How many streams that would be? Do they work better for Fridays or for Mondays and Wednesdays? The console they're on, how interested I am in streaming them, if they are solo or co-op, if they would work best with a co-host, all that stuff. There's some really strong candidates here and there, but over and over I've been looked at this list and I've been like, nah, not that, nah, that's later. So I have a bunch of games that I'm just pretty much saving for later. And some games that really should not be here. I don't know. I'm also afraid of starting games that are very long and then having to commit to them because I know that if I leave them interrupted, I'm gonna lose the track of the plot, and then it's gonna be impossible for me to finish them. I don't know. I stress out a lot on what to stream. Also, very much trying not to leave games incomplete before a big trip. Like, I know I'm gonna be traveling in about a month, a little bit more than a month. In about like 5 weeks, I'm gonna be leaving for my long summer trip, and I really don't want to leave like a long game hanging. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Too much ranting. What can I do for you? I got you your wood. Oh, you're too kind. Thank you so much. Here, don't think I'll let you leave without something in return. Take care now. Oh, thanks. Also, are you coming? Cool, okay. Where are you going? Orchard and Lusk. Okay, I can do that. I was gonna mention another series where I'm a fake fan. That would be Overwatch. I never played Overwatch. I think I tried the practice mode, and then I realized, oh, this is not for me, and I never actually played around. But I'm interested in some of the characters. From long time ago, I had a thing for Roadhog. I'm noticing the pattern here. I'm fake fan because I own a bunch of Overwatch things. I have an Overwatch jacket. I have a couple of Overwatch Funko Pops, both of them being Roadhog. How funny. No, I have. Okay, I have an Overwatch Roadhog jacket, a black one, and I have an Overwatch Roadhog hoodie, a gray one, and then I have two. I think I just like Roadhog. I think that's the secret. I have plucked him out of his context, and I just like him. Now that's a weird one, isn't it? Isn't Roadhog a weird one? Because he's technically a human. I am not really one that is known for liking human characters. But here I am, being into this decidedly human character. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say that probably the explanation for that is I think he has been basically dehumanized by his mask. Because he wears that pig-shaped mask. It's I don't see him like that. I just see him like, oh cool, he's like pig themed. Hell, even a lot of furries have drawn him in fan art as a pig, like as a pig anthro. He's cool. I also like Winston, you know, the gorilla, but that's like a second place, like a distant second place. But yeah, Roadhog, my beloved. That's another one I would do a cosplay of if I wasn't so scrawny. I mean, well, I'm scrawny compared to him. For Bebop, at least I have a similar body type, but not for Roadhog, no. Fraser says, I like Baker Boy. Fraser says, it's better you don't ever play Overwatch. I mean, you don't even have to say it. I already know. Considering the original Overwatch doesn't even exist anymore and the new one is just trying really hard. Despite it being a game that kind of fucked itself up. It worked fine, and then they broke it. Also, not a big fan of Roadhog's redesign, I gotta say. I'm gonna keep the original. That's the one I like. Chip says Funt. Was I supposed to do something in Orchard and Lusk? Oh yeah, I have mail to deliver. And also I'm gonna check if there's any resources here. Freezer says, I had to leave my exes, Roadhog and Cassidy and other crushes of the new heroes, Malga and Hazard, because that was the only game that made my ink boil. Oof. Big oofies. But I get it. I totally get it. Totally get it. I like how he goes question mark now when he sees a package. That's a cute thing. I think they just added that. Is there anything, any resources to pick here? This is a huge place. I think she wanted something, didn't she? Like a... Did she give me a quest? Oh, yeah, find rope for the bucket. It says it's here, so that means I should be able to find it around here. I don't know where, though. Do you see rope? Wait, and the bucket or just the rope? I'll find a rope for the bucket. Okay, so I need to find rope somewhere. Also, I don't have the key for that. I think I know what my policy for materials in this game is gonna be. Stack them to the heavens until you can't stack them anymore. And if it overflows, you just use those materials up whenever somebody asks for metal and stuff. And then don't collect anymore. The goal is gonna be to... Oh, here's a rope. It's so hard to see. It just looks like a cylinder. Does this look like rope to you? But yeah. Chip says the mask obscures his humanity. Rio says it's probably the mask. Okay, that's another thing. I also own 2 Roadhog masks. What's up with that? What's up with Roadhog and 2s? I got 2 Funko Pops of Roadhog. I have a jacket and a hoodie, aka 2 outer layers of clothing of Roadhog, and now I have 2 Roadhog masks. I don't know. But yes, I like Roadhog. Chips is... No. Strybeck says, it's like how fursuiters give a different vibe without their suits. Yeah, I know. And you know that. I know you know that. Apologies for that. Chip says, also his backstory basically leaves him dehumanized. Oh yeah, no, the guy... So the guy apparently cannot live without his pig-shaped gas mask. And he needs to keep breathing that stuff in the canisters. And then he's like... He like rabid and like a murderer or something. I don't know. I really vibe with him. He's cool. He's horny. Reader says human bodies with animal masks is still quite popular. Yeah. Honestly, the more they animalize their body, the better. Free services. Blizzard got greedy and kept fighting the same anime girl skins instead of the characters that have been in the game since the start. And free services, literally. Strebek says, that reminds me, I've heard some theories that the Egyptian gods were interpreted as masked humans, which basically makes them prototype fursuiters in a way. Yeah! I mean, that's the whole appeal. That's why people like Anubis, even though he's supposed to have a human body. But everybody just said, nah, fuck it, full jackal with you. Strebek says, I thought it was a log or maybe a rolled up bundle. Yeah, stupid rope. I got the rope. Do I put it on the bucket? There you go. Attach the bucket to the well. Okay, oh well. There it is. It's done. I fixed your well. You did? Thank you. I'll get to watering the saplings right away. Oh, but first, you deserve something for your hard work. Here. Take care, Lowen. Thanks. What is this? Art Deco console table. Also, you want a treble? Sure, I can fit you in there. But I'm gonna have to get my pickaxe because I already see some materials with my name on them. Free services at Strybeck Anubis. Yep. Just mention him. Strybeck says, I thought it was... no, actually, I just said all that. I'm losing my mind. Free services, you need 2 of each to cover how white he is. True. I have a Roadhog mask for my house and another one for Zane's place. So that I can Roadhog whenever I'm feeling... whenever I'm feeling. That's all I will say. Strybeck says you can fix him. Okay, I'm not trying to. Okay, this is my policy. If I were to actually meet most of my characters, comfort characters, have you noticed the pattern already? Have you noticed the pattern? Let's see. Tiny Tiger messed up. Twitch from League of Legends messed up and like a maniac. Ziggs from League of Legends also messed up and a maniac. Roadhog, very much a maniac. Bebop and Rocksteady, criminals. Dumb. Tiny also applies for messed up and dumb. Oh my gosh, I have a type. Okay, I have a type. I have a type for a man. It's not a himbo. It's evil himbos. So, which not himbos, just meatheads. I have a type, and that's meatheads. My name is Rick Whitechest, and I like meatheads. I like dumb, stupid, evil meatheads. There, I said it. Fucking hell. Where's my pickaxe? Oh. What is this table? Where do I put this table? Oh, man. Sure. Scrappy says, yes, the more animalistic the better. Thank you. I will always have my personal nitpicks on what I think of humanoids slash orcs slash goblins and such. X3 face. Also, hold on. Maybe it's not true. Let me look around my room, and I can check. I like Rocket Raccoon. Oh wait, he's messed up. I like Buddy Thunderstruck and Darnell. They are dumb. Okay. Ripperoo. Oh, Ripperoo is also messed up, and yeah, he's fucked up. I like Bodhi from Rock Dog. He's kind of dumb though. I like Monty Gator, who's angry and bad and big. Fucking hell. Wow, I'm not helping my case here. I hate this. I am a mess. Frigid Silver, thanks for the clip of Twirly Capri Jean. Was I twirling in place? I think I was. Regio says big evil himbos. Remember, it's not a himbo if it's not kind. And these guys are very much not kind. Scrappy says, I ought to make one of my guys have himbo-ish tendencies. Tendencies only because I can't draw muscular people. I mean, you can always learn if you want to appeal to the woos. Regis says, well, Blight isn't technically evil. He's not. He's messed up, though. Not in, like, he's the most rational of my husbandos, I think. He's kind. Okay, he's big. He's kind. He has such a nice personality. But he also has a berserk button. He has a programming. I mean, the guy is basically a robot. He's got a programming trigger. He's essentially programmed by gods to go berserk in case something happens. So he's messed up in that regard. He can't go against his programming. That's the thing. Is this dirt? Oh, shit, I don't have a... Wait, I did see a shovel by the entrance. Okay, I'm just gonna dig that out. Lowen, you're so slow. You know that? Has anybody ever told you how slow you are? Slow, slow, and you slow baby. Scrappy says, "Oh gosh, Ripperoo," in a heart. Yeah, gosh, Ripperoo. Ryu says, "I think it's more of a broken himbo." Yeah, he's a himbo with a defect. Strabic says, "I wonder if there's a specific reason evil or psychotic guys are so appealing. Is it the forbidden, in quotes, aspect? Do their flaws make them feel more like people? I think it's that. I'm not really into like, oh, I'm perfect and I'm a hero and everything. I'm like, that's boring. But if you give me a broken guy, I'm like, okay, I need to know why you are the way you are. I want to know what makes you tick. And I'm not gonna say I can fix him, but I'm gonna say I will sit down with you and I want you to tell me all your problems and I will listen. If you're capable of telling me. If you're not, that's fine. But I also want to spend time with them. Just engaging in whatever they want to do. That's what I was going with earlier, actually. I was gonna say, yeah, I don't like somebody like Roadhog. I don't want to fix them. I want to participate. If he wants to do like pillaging, explosions, murderizing, I'll be like, yeah, sure, show me how. I'm willing to participate. Gopi. Okay, let's leave. What's the next quest? Rain falls, watch. Oh wait, I have to do a thing in... Wait, no, actually that's kind of far away. Maybe I should have done that first. All the way to Pickaxe Point? I'm close to North End. No, wait. No, I'm close to... Should I explore one of the new areas? I probably should. I'm gonna explore one of the new areas. Just to see what else I can find. Strovic says, maybe we shouldn't question it and just enjoy it. No. I actually really like... Sorry if... Okay, maybe you people don't like it. In that case, just say shut up, Rick. If I get 3 shut up Ricks, I will stop talking about it. I like knowing why I like things. I like self-analysis. And my stack is full. I like just kind of trying, like looking in the mirror and going, why am I like this? What do I like about... Why do I like this specifically? What's so appealing about this? It's important to me. It makes me feel giddy. Just now, just talking about all the characters I'm into, you have no idea the dopamine that has triggered. I like doing that. Kraken says, I'm probably himbo, but I'm just fat. Kraken, you are not himbo. I'm not gonna go into specifics, but you're not. Don't fool yourself. Frigid Silver, thanks for the clip of after a different type of meat. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna leave my pickaxe here and I'm just gonna see what's up out here. Let's see. Normal station. Bunch of packages that I'm just gonna pick up out of habit. Chip says Glamrock Freddy. He's also... I'm gonna put him in the blight pile. He's also extremely kind, big, kind, and but like he could also probably like if something goes wrong could fuck you up. But no, yeah, he's in the kinder side. I like him. He's cute. I prefer Monty, but I like. Okay, I need a shovel. And is that trash? Is that? Oh, that's a lot of trash. Also, hello. What's this? A new face in my store? It's been a long time. What's your name? I'm Lowen. No need to scream. I'm not deaf. Name's Nettie. I've been a trader since before some of the people in Heartspeak were even born. How can I help today? Do you need some help? Yes, be a dear and give me a hand, will you? My shop is a mess. The silverware needs to go in the red box and the glasses in the blue one. Got it? The books go in the crate and then I can handle the rest. Okay. Okay, so what? Books? I don't have books. Glass box. Silverware. Okay, so glass I'm gonna guess is... Oh, this is where... Okay, glasses and mugs. Got it. Believe it or not, these are my favorite quests. I don't know why. Putting things where they belong is appealing and fun. This is where the forks go. That's done. Wow, this one is kind of hidden. Done. Scrappy says, you can always learn, in quotes, hiss, I will never learn art unless someone tells it to me, greater than colon 3 evil face. Rito says, slowin'. He is slowin'. Scrappy says, this is what I get FOMO off. This Ficto stuff is so cute. I dream of participating, but I understand that you're thinking it's a clause. I mean, when I meant clauses, I meant just kind of like, I like things in this way. And I will tell you when it's okay for others. Like, I will tell others when it's okay to participate. Right now, I'm good. I like people... The way I want people to participate with me is to ask me things about characters I like, and I will answer like completely truthfully. It makes me giddy to like to rave and talk about my guys. Scrappy says that giddy energy. I yearned for that. I want to talk about characters with you all day, hon. I mean, it's nice. But also, I'm like, I know that you don't know much about them, so I feel like it's not the same, it's not reciprocal. I like to talk about characters with people who already know about them, because they like them as well. Not that somebody that likes them because I like them. That they like them because they already like them. That's how it works best for me. Strike says, okay, sometimes I'm told I analyze things too much, so I didn't want to start doing that. Nope, I very much enjoy analysis here. Strike says, I think everyone here is too smart to be himbos. Yeah. Yeah, nope. I know what a himbo is like. Scrappy says let's try back. Me? Smart? You're joking, right? Scrappy, you are smarter than some of the people here. Regardless. You know the multiple intelligences thing, right? You're smart in things that other people here have no way of matching with you. And vice versa. Scrappy says at Rigito, it's like the step 2 kid alert. Eh. In square brackets. Scrappy says, damn, that sucks that it's not reciprocal. Scrappy says, even if I were to end up liking the character, like, yes, I discovered them from you, but I learned about them and developed the same feelings about them. That's on you, but again, you kind of have to, like, actually be into it. Not because I'm into it, but because you see the appeal on your own. I don't think it's too complicated. I think you understand that. Scrappy says, I'm honestly already feeling that way about the Crash Guys, Crash Tiny, Ripper, and Dingo Dial. I may not know everything about their character, but gosh, they're adorable. See, okay, if you see that appeal, that's fine. But yeah. Scrappy says, that's what I'm saying. I see the appeal on my own. That is what I'm trying to say. Okay, also 6, 7, how many? Scrappy, 7 messages in a row. Scrappy says, and that's possible for me. Please believe me. Again, a lot of messages. I'm done with the cleaning. Yes, it looks much better now. Why don't you take this? I'm sure you can use it for something. Bye-bye for now. Is that just a lamp? Are you just giving me a lamp? And also you want to get on my train? Okay, well, I'm gonna go get my shovel and my pickaxe. Here, talk with Hestia. You want something? Oh, pie, okay. Pie. Pie in the sky. I'm just gonna leave this lamp somewhere. Where do I put this lamp? Oh, that works. I have so much mismatched furniture here. I will get to that at some point, but not yet. Right now, my priority is not the decor. My priority is having a functional train and collecting things. Strawbeck says pie in the sky, not to be confused with trombone in the sky. Okay, my fixation with pie in the sky comes from a very specific episode of Evil Con Carne, which was a show that I was obsessed with as a kid. Just completely obsessed with. Sorry, I was like, somebody was like getting to me on a commission. Cool, okay. Rio says you could hammer some of the decor to get its materials. That's true, actually. I may get to doing that as soon as I well, decide what direction I'm gonna go with the core on my train. I haven't decided yet. Are these like... Okay, hold on. Are these like mop? Really? Huh. So you can clean this for some reason. I'm not gonna search through your trash. That's where I draw the line. Big blue hat. Again, when am I gonna find like young people clothing? That's what I need. feel like I'm gonna get jump scared in one of these one day. What? What is that? Something popped out. There's something stopping me from moving. And I don't know what it is. Something invisible popped out from that rock. Cinder door station rail repair. Needs repairing. Okay. 12 woods and 10 stones. Oh man, that's the stuff I have the least. Okay, well, I'm gonna go drop this. Oh, are you sure you don't need iron? Because I have a lot of extra iron right now, and I need to get rid of it. Wood, I don't have a lot of wood that I can give away easily. I have a lot of metal, though. Well, I mean, at least with how much iron I have, I think I might be able to make some consistently designed seats, but I'm gonna need other materials as well. Chipset glitch time. This game do be glitching. The glitching hour approaches. Hello, I'm Devon. What's your name? I'm not gonna give him I'm not gonna give him phone boys. I'm not doing this again. Not whiny. Just the stutter, not the whining. I'm Lowen. Lowen? Did I get that right? Nice to meet you. I'm an engineer, so if you need help with the train, I could take a crack at it. How can I help you? Is there anything you need? Oh, how kind of you. Could you run over to Nettie's? Her house is just down the hill. She said she has a pair of gloves for me. I'd go myself, but I need to keep an eye on this. Oh my gosh, look at all these new characters. Okay, let's see their profiles. Okay, so I knew you, go PS. Look at him, he's so sleepy. Tintin is Tintin. I like Tintin's design a lot. Whatever he's wearing, I wanna wear it. I need to find his outfit. I need to steal his look. Nettie is down there. Devon. Oh, Devon, look at him. What are you? What animal are you? He's an inventor. He's got little sneakers. Are you a horse? I think he's a horse. Huh. Fascinating. Yep, that's an inventor, alright. Frigid services, the tunes yearned for the fanboy dragon. Cut. No. Chip says foam is higher pitched. Yeah, it's higher pitched. I'm not doing the higher pitched voice right now. I feel like that voice is gonna be copyrighted foam. I don't think I can give it to another character without feeling like I'm stealing. He deserves that voice. Ooh, gold. Chip says steal his look. I'm trying. I don't know where to find where do you think he shops for clothes? Wait, where the heck did she go? Did I? Oh, in my train. Nettie is in my train. Ruggiero says, Eru? Yeah, I can't tell what he's supposed to be. Shrevek says the nose makes me think he's an ungulate of some kind. That's true. I'm here to pick up Devon's gloves. Ah, right. Just a moment. Here you are. Anything else you need, just come see me. I got plenty of trinkets for the right person. Ooh, gloves. Oh, those are nice. Can of tuna. Strybeck says, IDKY, but most hoof animals have wide noses. Well, it's just the noses. For YouTubers says, those are my Vincent's gloves. No, they're not. Not yours. Shrek says Lowen probably gets his from the goat part of his family. Yeah, I'm gonna have to analyze this man. Devon, let me look at your face. Also, I got your gloves. I keep think. Okay, hold on. I keep thinking there's like a bug crawling on me. I feel like the like little things, and then there's nothing there. It's just an illusion. I knew I should not have written that story with bugs crawling all over you. I got your gloves. Oh, thank you. It's important to have the right safety gear. You don't want to burn yourself. I have some things that left from my last invention. You can have it. Thank you for the help, Lowen. Gimme. What is this? Academia Divider. Huh? Huh. Okay, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Hi, Devon. Ah, the baby. Stravik says, "Oh God, I hallucinate bugs all the time." I mean, in my case, I can't really like immediately say, "Oh, it's my imagination," because it's real. There's bugs around here, and they could be crawling all over me at any point. And I'd rather not have that. The heck? I mean, I know what this is for. I know what this is for. Scrappy said same. Okay, I need to get rid of this tuna can. Or rather, I should probably put it inside the trash bag. Okay. I think I can leave now. Where am I going? Well, let's go to the other... Wait. Is there anything else I need to do here? Oh, yeah, the here. Okay. I need to get more stones and more wood for this. I don't want to spend the very little amount of wood I currently have. I mean, I could always just buy wood from a token station, but I wanna get it. If I can get it organically, I wanna get it. Let's try a new place. Spiegel Breeze Lake. I mean, I'm taking somebody there already, so might as well. I was trying to think of other characters that I'm like a fake fan of. I think probably the biggest one right now, the most humongous one, has to be Fortnite. Boy, did I try playing Fortnite, and I'm just like, I don't have the mindset for that kind of game. Personally. Also, I think there was something I was supposed to deliver here and I didn't, so whatever. For the longest time, I did not have any interest in Fortnite. I knew there were a few like furry characters here and there, like the foxes, like Phoenix and Bulpus and Polar Patroller, and I was like, okay, cool, this game has a few furry characters, just okay, whatever. And then they started doing the thing. You know, the thing. It started very innocently. I mean, there was Dyer. Is it Dyer? Yeah, Dyer from Fortnite. That's oh man, he's an OG. He's been in the game since 2018. Well, yeah, I lump him with the foxes, as in the original, the OG furries of Fortnite. But then shit intensified. It ramped the fuck up. When we got Wendell, we got Oscar, we got Rufus, we got freaking Fletcher Kane, we got Skillet, and they've just kept going and going and going, and they identified. They noticed. They said, "Oh, this shit sells." So yeah, they are actively appealing to furries now, and I hate that it's not even half-assed way. In many ways, when people appeal to furries, they do it in the most minimal of ways. They just like come up with the blandest, most unimaginative furry character, and they just call it a day. It was really obvious from the start that they were like actually, I don't know, from the very beginning. I think everybody saw Wendell, and pretty much everybody just went, "Oh, this is not just an anthropomorphic character. This is not like a market research anthropomorphic character. There's some furry fuckery in this guy." You could see it in the original concept art for the poll, and then it just kept going and going, and now it's just a full furry menagerie of nonsense, fuckery, and gay sex. And I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. Ruggiero says Drift. Oh yeah, as an aside, I do like Drift design. He's cool, even though he's also human. But you know, face obscured by mask. Same boat as Roadhog. Frigid Services Rufus, Koji, Oscar, Skillet, etc. Stravik says Wendell, Oscar, Nyanja, Skillet, Fletcher. Stravik says Cerberus. Oh, yep, Cerberus also has like extreme furry fuckery. Chip says Wendell. And Chip says Thunder. Yeah, Thunder also counts. Scrappy says maybe hire real furries? I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it. I think out there, I mean, don't take my word for it, but I think out there some furry actually did say, "Yeah, I worked in this." Like they did actually say, "Yeah, I work in the designs. Like I worked for Epic. They were contracted by Epic to come up with like characters for the polls." And you can tell. It's almost certain that Wendell was designed by an actual furry. And many of the other furry skins as well. Strybeck says cat girls. And Strike says, well, cat in quote girls. There's a lot of those. Wendell has a, not what? Wendell? No. Fortnite has an extreme spectrum of characters where you have many just normal humans, and then you have humans dressed up as animal characters, and then you have the vague ones, which are like, is this a cyborg? Is this an animal? Is this a human as an animal? And then you have the ones that are like, okay, this is just straight up an animal man. Chip says, furries with uncannily human faces. Yeah, there were a lot of those. Was never a fan of those, but no, like the Fortnite furries are like in full. They are like, they're giving. They are just, they put their whole pushy into it. Chip says that's way too common. Yeah, the furries with uncannily human faces, they are common, yeah. Free YouTuber, thanks for the clip of fork, knife, furry bait. Shavik says, that's why I find Tabby from FNF attractive. His head is a cartoony goat skull. Yeah, the design is, design is really important when it comes to characters. Oh, see, this one does need metal. Hey, guess what I have a lot of? Why can't I? Really? Just because it's not fully in the... Oh my gosh. I need 12 metal. And guess what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why am I picking up wood? That's 10. I'm gonna grab... I think this stuff is more common, so... There we go. That's 12. I'll come back for the stones later. But yeah, so that's the thing. I don't have much interest in Fortnite the game, but I really don't think you need it to enjoy the characters. Especially because, see, technically the Fortnite characters don't have personalities. Well, it's not entirely true. Some of them get personalities. I mean, Oscar got a personality because he got integrated in the story. I already see a log. Okay, I'm gonna need some tools here. How come I can actually go in here? No, put that back. Put that back. Free Services, hey, so I did a thing. Free Services, Phoenix actually has a voice. Yeah, it's very variable. Wendell has got his own reveal trailer, which gave him a personality. And also his description is like, oh, he's a mountaineer. And from there you can pretty much just fill in the blanks. He also has like a fanon personality by the fans, which is that he's just this bottom. But no, Wendell is more than just that. Is this a train? That's a train. Frame. Jamar who wants to his. Who is Jamar? Are you Jamar? Uh, oh, excuse me. Why? I have never seen you in my museum, or in Heartspeak for that matter. My name is Lowen from Bear Empire. You're coming all the way from Bear Empire? Wow. Pleased to meet you. I'm Jamar. Anything I can do for you? First of all, what are you? What's your species? Antlers? Stripes? What are you doing? Oh, the garden is in such a state. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of some long-due restorations. I've been out here for hours, but there's still so much to do. You don't happen to have any experience with these things, do you? I'm a pro. Huh? I mean, that's great. Would you mind helping me out? You can do the painting, vase, and model train then. Thank you. The what? What am I doing? Oh, well, I used your hammer. Oh, Conan, hi, hello. Conan says hi, Rick in chat, and I'm waving Rick. Hello. Conan, how's Blythe? Scrappy says totally off topic, but somebody with a Labyrinth PFP just sent me a friend request, and I have no idea who they are. I mean, you know. Scrappy says, imagine if it was actually them, and then a laughing Rick. Imagine that. Chip says, Wendell is an oblivious bottom. Strabeck says, I remember that picture of three dyers drinking beer and Wendell with the juice box. Yeah, that's one of the images that pretty much cemented his personality. Frigid Silver says, he's just like you. What? What do you mean? Oh, like a hybrid. Oh. Yeah. Chip says, a fellow hybrid? A deer, brah. Frigid Silver says, remember how I said Lowen was spinning? Did you draw a thing? Oh, well, you didn't draw a thing. You. Oh my gosh, that's the MCA. Okay, so you did do a GIF thing of Lowen spinning. Think. It's in the server. Strabeck says the closest I could find with stripes like that is an antelope species called a bongo, but the colors are different and they don't have antlers. Okay, so yeah, this guy it's a hybrid. Okay. It's a bit chipped with the main problem. Maybe it can be screwed back on. Screwed? What do you mean screwed? Oh, a wrench. Oh, that's different. Model train required more than just bare paws to get it clean. Like a mop? Do I need to mop the train? And that's it, I guess. Anything I can... Yeah, okay, I'm done with the restoration. Okay, let's take a look. Fantastic work. You've done me and the museum a great service. Thank you. Here you go. Hard work should be rewarded. Come visit anytime. Academia? Okay, I guess I'm getting academia furniture now. But yeah, Fortnite. Game I've played. I can play as long as I have friends to help me because it's a very stressful kind of game. Um, it's very money intensive though. I'm like, I can't possibly be investing that much. I bought Wendell because I just kind of needed him, but I can't just be going around collecting the furries every time they come out. If I don't use them, what's the point of collecting them? Also, I don't have a proper system for playing. Um, the Steam Deck, I can't run it on the Steam Deck properly. Um, I can run it on my gaming PC, but it chugs. I can't believe that game is so intensive that it makes my VR capable PC just suffer that much. Also, because the game is so big, I had to install it on my hard drive, not on my SSD, on an actual hard drive, and because of that, it's slow as shit to load. So it's kind of unplayable on my PC. There's no space on my SSD to put it on. And then there's my Switch, which I mean it does run on Switch, but you know it's not the fastest thing. So I guess if I were to play it again, it would probably have to be on Switch too, which might be like the best compromise. Scrappy says it honestly makes sense that Fortnite is so big. I mean, it's everything. It's loaded with pretty much everything now. Oh, I need my. Oh, I have so much. Wait. Oh, I can throw trash out here. Wait. Oh, that's the bottles. Oops. They moved them. They changed the order of the items. Well, the order of the bins. I'm not even gonna ask if he's done with the sandwiches. I'm just gonna throw them out. Which is something I would never do IRL. You know what's one of my flaws that I have? I've mentioned this before, I think. I cannot throw stuff out. It's really hard for me to do. Oh, shorts. I actually need other people to throw trash away for me because it's kind of hard to do. What's this? Oh, a wagon! I found a wagon. Wagon knows. I found a wagon. Trebek says Infinity War wishes it was as ambitious as a crossover. Free services, I made a version you can show on stream. I mean, if I can, because it's a GIF. Okay, so this is what I have to do. I have to save the image. And then put that image. I have to open my folder and then I have to pull that up on the stream. There. I made a spinning low end. There we go. Strebek says, oof, same. So yeah, I can't believe that the game for testing how good your PC is became Fortnite, of all things. How do people even do it on places with data caps? How do you download Fortnite when your internet can be like limited in speed? How does that even work? This bag is not full yet, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Where do I put the mahogany desk? Here, I guess. I love how my train is starting to become less of a fancy travel experience and more of a um, it's a cargo train that happens to carry passengers too. That's just my vibe. Okay, where are we going? Free Service says he's spinning his tail. Him and Gasket were made for each other. Free Service says you genuinely need to ask Sonio. He plays Fortnite on a Switch. I mean, I have it on Switch too. That's how I played that one time when we were trying the new Fortnite Lego mode. But again, I don't have time for this. I'm not a young gun with all the time in the world aside from school and finals and what have you. I got a job. I got a long job where I would play games at if they didn't have a freaking internet. Wow, that's vibrating. I think I think that train car is gonna need some adjusting. But yeah, I would play more games. I would play games at work if they didn't have a silly internet filter that doesn't let me do anything. Because I have a lot of downtime at work. And often I'm like, man, I could use this time so much better at home. But instead I gotta sit here and just kind of wait for something to happen. And then the end of the semester comes and that's when I panic. Which is starting now. Shrebek says, it's been 13 years now and I still think that is mahogany when I hear that word. That is pretty much what I was referencing, yep. Wow, somebody's in a hurry. Frigid Silver says at Shrebek, LMAO, same. Kraken says, I play Fortnite with you, young'uns. Yeah, sure, ask the young'uns. Chip says, I blame the fact it runs on Unreal Engine 5. Oh yeah, that's so bad. It's such an unoptimized engine. Also, Frigid Silver sent a YouTube video, which now I have to open so I can see what it is, and then immediately mute. Yeah, that is mahogany. There it is, the clip. Thank you, we needed that clip. Also checking. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, ugh. You ever see conversations in groups and you just wince visibly at like what people are saying to each other? It just, ugh. Anyhow. Oh, are you trying to get on the train? Sure, I can do that. You guys can get to know each other. I'll be back. I have to go to the top of the mountain. Why do I have wood on me? I'm trying to go around without carrying resources. Walnut. I really need a better place. Like, all this metal should be with the metals. And the wood should be with the wood. Why is this a storage space for things? You can't really make good stacks of things. I guess you're not supposed to, but still, it's just ugh. Storing stuff in this game is not very... For being a cargo car, I feel like I would feel better storing stuff in a normal wagon instead of the cargo one, because then I would have more space to put things. Also, just to let you know, I am very itchy. And the reason I'm itchy is because I got sunburned over the weekend. I took a long walk on Sunday and I was wearing shorts. And it was sunny. So I'm sunburned. Frigid Silver, thanks for the clip of "Cause You Were Born With It." I don't have the context for that punchline. Anything you need? What's up? I was thinking about the telephone lines, the broken ones on the ridge. I really want the phones up and running again, but I can't do it on my own. I'm sorry, I had to say it like that. It's the posts that are the issue for me. I'm not really great with all that woodwork. If you know someone who's good with a hammer, could you bring them to Rainfall's Watch? Yeah, but after this I need the climbing gear. Yeah, of course. As soon as this is fixed. But who? Do I know a carpenter? Well, I can just check here. Oh, yep, Rosalind. All the way back there. Damn. Rio says, you did go to a carpenter's workshop near Bear Empire. Yep. It's Rosalind all the way back there. I think I'm gonna do that next time. Next stream. Right now I need wood. Like, a lot of it. Espresso. Actually, what's in the token machine? Blue fabric and cherry. I'm gonna be silly. Just cause I need the wood. And I've gotten a bunch of tokens of this kind. Frigid Silver, thanks for a clip of he's got the whole world to see to radio. Okay, officially a lot of wood. What has Polly Shore done recently even? Aluminium. I need a pickaxe. Man, am I itchy. Oh man, I'm so itchy. Itchy. Free Silver, thanks for the clip of hey Rick, what kind of coffee do you want? I hate that it's cropped. Okay, again. Free Silver, thanks for the clip of hey Rick, what kind of coffee do you want? Is it just because it's me singing an espresso? Because I always ask for a carpenter, and that's what I thought of. Oh, I have something to deliver here. I should probably be paying more attention to that. Where's the deliveries? Oh, on the other side. Ugh. Free services, yes. Trevik says you're a better weasel than he'll ever be. Wait, who? What are we talking about? Free services, the me espresso. I mean, I have hot cocoa. I hope that's enough. Is there anything to do in Cinder Door? Oh yeah, I have to open the tunnel. I don't have stones though. Can I buy stones? So the token exchange is actually offering some stones here, but I don't know what they are. And I don't think I have enough. Okay, yeah, it's asking for the gray tokens, which I forget. How do you get those? How do you get the metal tokens? No, the rock tokens. I don't want to buy that. Instead, I'm gonna go deliver a couple packages and then I'm gonna drop the wood. First order of business. Shavek says Polly Shore, he has a stage persona called the Weasel. Well, yeah. I don't think I would be able to get on a stage though. Not because I'm afraid, but because I really don't have any talents to showcase. Okay, how much wood am I gonna need for that job? $12 and 10 stones. Do I have any stones that are worth sacrificing? Wow, that just left me with a very average pile of wood. I could take a little bit of everything. Maybe some of this, maybe some of that. And then I would need one last type, maybe this. And then I can pay. Sorry. Shrubik says, if you had no talent, people wouldn't watch your streams. I mean, that's nice to hear, but I think that doesn't have to do with the streams. I think people come because they're like friends of mine. I feel like if I really had the talent, people would be sharing my stream stuff with a bunch of people, and they would be like, "Look at this guy! Come to his streams, watch him." But because that doesn't happen, I'm like, I guess not. So it's pretty much, as always, just friends coming to watch. Shrek says, like, you aren't a big streamer by any means, but you're still entertaining. Well, yeah. I consider myself entertaining. Mildly. But yeah, there's not gonna be much more growth here. Does that mean I can take this? Oh yeah, I can take this path now. Wait. Is this open now? Nope. There's still a blockade here. Frigid Super says, I love watching your stream and making clips and art for you. Well, yeah, again, but it's because people, know me. It's a personal thing. I should probably break the rocks open in Tanya's garden, so... To pickaxe point, then. Starbuck says, should I get back in the habit of retweeting your stream announcements? I mean, again... It's complicated. I am not the type to be like, don't forget to like and subscribe, because that shit works. That shit works. I don't know. People are apparently compelled to do that when you ask them to do it. Me, I don't get really into that sort of vibe. Because I'm like, oh, these are not viewers. These are like people I know. These are people I've met in person or that are like close friends. When it's weird when you're streaming to friends and partners. It's in like I'm in a position where like, man, I can't advertise here because like, who am I advertising to? Really? I don't know. People don't really share. Because, I mean, I have my hypothesis for different reasons why. One of them being that people just watch me very organically, and they have really no incentive to just like, oh, we're gonna get more people watching, because like, I don't think any of you get anything out of more people watching. I mean, I already gave you all the promise that your responses will never go unread. My policy was always that, okay, yeah, I'm gonna read chat because it's doable. It's a small crowd. But if it ever gets big, and I did say that, if the crowd ever gets like really big, like imagine 20 people like constantly chatting. In that case, I would switch to a model where I only read the VIPs. I would only read the VIPs out loud. Which, and pretty much everybody here just has a guaranteed VIP status for being an early adopter. Let's just say. So you can never have the fear of getting replaced, because yeah. Also, hi Woke, hello. Woke says, wow, this is my favorite, France. Freddy sent 4 waving bricks to Woke, and Woke says, and yes, it would be weird if you read every message when it gets big. Yeah, because then there would be no game, but just me sitting and reading an endless stream of things. But again, I kind of lost the hope for growth years ago. I've been doing this for 6 years now. Any illusion of thinking that it would grow, just gone. Such a long time ago. Shark says, we are the hipsters who liked you before you were popular. Well, yeah, and you get like you get a guaranteed forever reward from that. I wonder what that suitcase is. Okay, I really don't know where this is. Tonia's garden. I think this is Tonia's garden. Is this the gem? Is this the gem? Is this the gem? This looks like a pile of dirt, but it doesn't seem like it's interactable. So I'm thinking the quest may actually be bugged. Yeah, I don't think it's a hole to shovel. It doesn't work. Also, there's like an invisible something here. Tintin helmet, the lights out. Oh yeah, well, I'm supposed to get a different thing. Where am I going now? Get the light bulb from the brightest lamp post in North End view. Did I miss that? Did I completely miss doing this? I guess I did. I went to North End view and I don't remember seeing a single light bulb. Wook says, wow, este es mi favorito. And then at free YouTuber. Stravik says, well, as long as it doesn't bother you. No, yeah, it doesn't bother me. I like, if people offer, like, can I promote you? I'm like, yeah, sure, absolutely, go ahead. I like having people here. I like meeting people through this. And I mean, the more people that come here, the more I can afford to do this more. Wook says the question is, do you even enjoy streaming, by the way? That's a nebulous question, and I'm gonna give you a very neutral answer to that. I enjoy the days I have off from streaming. But also, it seems like I can't bring myself to play games on my own anymore because there's always something missing. I'm like, I have a bunch of games in my backlog and I'm like, oh, I could play this. And then I think and I say, or I could stream it. So it's become a bit of an addiction on that regard. Of thinking, oh. Okay, I don't really think I'm gonna turn this into content. I think more like I want to watch. I want to have people watch me play this, and I want to see what they think. That's my take. I like to share the games I play and my reactions with others. Additionally, by streaming it, I'm kind of preserving my experience. So I can go back and go like, hey, I remember when I did that. I remember when I played this. When I don't stream it, I don't have that. And I mean, some games are just simply not made for streaming. There's games, there's series that I've like played entirely on my own. There's games that I just do not see myself streaming. Like, for example, Disney Dreamlight Valley is a game that I like a lot. But I don't see myself streaming it because I don't know, it's a very personal experience. I play in a very slow, weird, kind of methodical way that I do not believe would be conducive to streaming. So I just don't. That's a me game. For YouTubers says at Woke, Boot Kisser. Ruggiero says maybe try the big rock. It did say break open a rock, not a gem. I didn't see any rocks that seemed like they were like open for breaking. But I guess I can check again later. Scrappy says, yeah, I understand that. And Scrappy says, I like it when people share their stuff in a heart. Well, yeah, I'm glad. Because I like sharing. I like sharing, I like leaving a record, I like leaving a mark. I like being able to go to talk to people and be like, hey, remember when I did that thing? And they would know what I'm talking about. That's also why I often like get paralysis on like watching movies and shows, and how I'm like very flaky with scheduling, because if I know that somebody that I would like to show a thing to is not gonna be there on a given day, I hold back because I don't want them to miss out. It's a whole thing where pretty much a lot of my media consumption has become intrinsically linked with having company. I'm a very social person, which is weird to say, but with this kind of behavior, it's true. I do have a delivery here. Okay, I'm looking for a light bulb. What is the light bulb? Also, why are you not coming with me? Something light bulb. Is this something that I can only see at night? Oh, this is the light bulb. This light is blinding. Taking the bulb from this one might actually be an act of kindness. How did I not see this before? Well, because I guess I wasn't looking for a bright light bulb. Where am I going now? I guess I can go and deliver some passengers. Scrappy says, I have a bad memory, unfortunately. And a crying Rick. Wook says, preservation is time prison for memories that desire to be let go. /J memories don't have souls. Well, yeah. Also, who the hell was that? Wait, did you get on the what? Wait, but I saw you in the what? I'm not imagining that, right? When we were leaving, like he had gone on the train, but also when we were leaving, I saw him on the station. I saw him standing outside of the station right as the train was leaving. Oh, and the train stopped because coal. But yeah, I'm a preservation fiend. I like yeah, I have pies. Are you checking out my pies? You're the baker. What do you think of the pie? But yeah, I'm a preservation fiend. I need to store my memories outside of my brain. Because my brain is unreliable. I'm not gonna bum you out, but it's very likely that I might develop memory issues in the future. Additionally, there's a background of dementia in my family on both sides, I think. So just letting you know in advance. Alright, thanks for writing. Bye. What else was I doing here? Oh, delivering package. Wook says, wow, Rick has ads and fancy effects now. And Wook says, this stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Preservation. Funny. Pretty sure thanks for the clip of on second thought type of moment. Conan, thanks for the clip of did you get on the train? I mean, I saw him get on the train. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean he got on the train. I got the bright light bulb. Who wanted the light bulb? I don't know, but I gotta go to Hammerwell. And I gotta wrap this up soon. So I'm just gonna finish this cycle of things. And that's where I'm gonna leave it. I still don't know what to do with fish. I still don't even have a fishing rod, so I'm guessing fishing is probably gonna become more important on this zone. Yeah, probably. So yeah, there's still plenty for this game. I think this game is still gonna extend into next week, which I'm okay with. Very okay with. Okay, let's see. Where am I? Oh, Hestia finally left. I feel bad for dragging her along for so long. But also, please understand. Hammerweld. Okay, let's see. Hammerweld. 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 Wook says, despite the fact I am anti-preservation, I am a hypocrite. We all know I decided to preserve some things. I decided that your tower is important, so I preserved it forever. My what? My tower? What do you mean, my tower? Wook says, you see, you forgot about the tower, but it is important. It's really hard for me to keep track of everything. This is why I actually offload my memory duties to computers. Where every now and then I actually gather with people and I look at my memories. because I can't. I need to refresh my memory, so I look at photos, old videos, so that I can remember. Yeah, that's what happens. I'm guessing I mined the heck out of this place. Oh, did it? I think the rocks respawned. That would be great, actually. Yeah, the rocks respawned. Wook says, well, it's more like you are the tower, but it's complicated. Wook says, oh, I remember doing it with you, just going through Google Cloud. Yeah, it's the thing I do. Just must remember things, because I will forget otherwise. And I can't allow myself to forget. So I'm compelled to go back and look at my memories every so often. I have so much H copper, I don't know what to do with it. The itch never leaves. It's a mix of like the phantom bugs and also being sunburned, so that everything is just constantly itching. Cheap says this game is so cozy. I know. Oh yeah, the raincoat. Oh hey, shorts. I like the shorts. But again, all the clothes are just old people clothes. What if I dress up like this? It didn't even save my outfit. It was like, nope. Yeah, pickaxe point. But yeah, I'm almost done. I'm just going to check out this, and then that's gonna be it. I got the light bulb. Oh, there's another pickaxe point. And you guys want to leave, really? Who wanted the light bulb again? Oh, Tintin's helmet. Tintin, get your freaking helmet. Hello, you're too close. What do you need? Oh, okay, hold on. There you go. I fixed your helmet. Wow, look at that. It's so bright. I can hardly see when I look at it. This is great. Now I can go back into the mines. Why don't you take this? It's only weighing me down. See ya. What you gave me? Clothing. You gave me boots? Tintin, you gave me boots? Really? You gave me boots? Oh, he did. He gave me a whole pair of new boots. Cool. Oh, and now I'm wearing the hat. Why am I wearing the hat? Twitch Abby, hi, hello. Twitch Abby says, just wanted to say hi. I can stay. I like the vibe, but hopefully in the future. Good night. Typical, typical, typical. Freezer says, Tintin and Lowen smooching. Kraken says, I want to smooch you all. And Scrappy says at Kraken, me for real. Scrappy says, I just want to smooch someone off and have it reciprocated. Are you the reciprocator? Free services at Twitch Shabby, sleep well. Okay, at Ruggiero. You said that find the gem and break and open the rocks in Tonya's garden. I think the gems were here. I don't think I ever found a gem, and if I found a gem, I think this was a gem, which is an unresponsive patch of dirt. I think this quest is broken. Wait. Oh, wait. And there it is. Unbelievable. Chips is reciprocator. Yeah, man, I'm gonna miss Chrome. Chrome is such a fun character. Oh, more gems. Okay, I'm gonna need to... I need to drop this. So now I have blue and I have a yellow gem. Will this one do? No, it's way too dull. I told you I need the most beautiful, stunning gem I can find. What about this one? It's beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. Well, apart from... If this one impressed her, I mean... Thank you, Lowen. I can take it from here. Please, take this for the trouble. Okay, thank you for helping. I'll see you around. Bye. What do you mean, impress her? Who are you trying to impress? Oh, what did I unlock? Yes! Finally! Miner outfit! Sorry. Sorry, I was waiting for this for so long. I don't think I need a hat. Hell yeah. This is my new outfit. Oh yeah, the materials. And I don't know what to do with this yellow gem, so I'm just gonna leave it on a table. Oh boy, what? Conan says Nuggy? Scrappy says Lion Guard, greater than 8, capital O. Scrappy says Killer Show. Free services, I saw a sloth bear on the clock cap and immediately thought of Sunny. Free services, Ton Yas. Free server sent the lesbian pride emote and said lesbian. Regio says, yay. Chip says, looks successfully stolen. I mean, partially. Free services, Chip plundered, if you will. Oh, shut up. And Free server, thanks for the clip of a minor reaction. Wow, okay. Well, with that, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Because this is 3.5 hours and I'm tired. I'll try to figure out what the game wants from me next time. But yeah, that's it. That's Locomoto. Everybody's favorite game. Man, I sure think everybody loves it. Well, didn't we get philosophical today? We discussed about husbandos and what the heck I want to do with my streams. So that's it. Thank you very much for coming to this. Locomoto will be back on Wednesday. And on Friday, we have our monthly stream. You know. Alright. Again, so have a good night, have a good evening, afternoon, day, morning, or whatever you have on your side of the planet. And I'll be seeing you again very soon. I'm gonna go get some milk. Yeah. Um. Fraser says, looks like Locomoto likes you. Scrappy says, that was very philosophical. I sincerely apologize for getting carried away. The talkative energy was immense today. Fraser says, dream sweet every tune. Scrappy says, that was good, though. I feel very good. Have a good night, my dearest. Can't wait to see what this year holds for us. Heart. Big smooches and snuggles and big loves from everyone to you. Chip says, thank you for more fun times with our favorite Capri Yin conductor. Oh yeah, I mean, he's doing his best. Chip says, nighty night, we sleep well and kiss wheeze for you. Thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna need it this week. It's not gonna be a bad week, but it's because I actually have Thursday off, so I'm looking forward to that. But I still have week stuff to take care of. Conan says, good night, Rick. Yeah, thank you. All right. Well, this was Rick that we so that you know signing off for now. Okay, see you then. Bye.